Hello, fellow humanoids. I've been practicing that. Welcome back to Karidoesstuff. Welcome back to my model bench. Hi, how you doing? Right, so it's been a couple of days since I've been doing this. I've been really freaking busy, being tired. So I've decided that today we're going to get up and we've actually done nothing. And then I decided, after another nap, that we were going to do some model benching. So thanks everybody for joining me. Let me turn this down a wee bit. Just turn it down a smidge so I can hear myself think. Let me know if the music is up too loud, by the way, as always. And thank you for coming out to join me. Thank you. Right, so what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were building a rocket ship to the moon, that's right. So here are the instructions. You know, and the last time you saw me, I was just faffing about with the engines. But last week I was waiting for someone to come pick me up and take me out. It was a bit early in the morning. It was just too early to do a model bench stream, so I started playing around with it and done a bit more. And this happened. Yeah, that happened. So that's the first stage. It's not done. I've got to fill in some gaps and bits and pieces. These parts here, these bits with the flags on and this bit down here, are kind of like a flimsy plastic that you roll around and then you fit together with these strips. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but they're a bit kind of flimsy as opposed to the solid plastic ones of these bits. You know. The main problem I've got with these is I don't know why they didn't make them out of the same stuff as this. Solid plastic instead of this flimsy stuff you have to roll around. Because it's going to get painted anyway. So I don't know why they just didn't make these flags. I didn't know why they didn't make the flag. And the USA down here just transfers. Because they're probably going to have is different plastic, so I'm going to have to paint it, but I'm not going to paint the white. I'm going to mask that up and keep that as it is, because otherwise I've got to paint the flag on there and then the USA, and I don't want to do that. That's going to be too time consuming and too much of a risk of getting it wrong. Not that I'm going to get the USA letters mixed up, but it's just not going to be able to paint it to look as good. So I honestly don't know why these weren't made out of the same plastic as this, and you've got the transfers. Don't know why they decided to do that. Honestly, that's a big, not big, but it's a kind of a thumbs down as far as this model kit goes, I would say, because the white is different. I don't know if you can see, the white is slightly different here than it's going to be when I finish painting it. So, I mean, this is just raw plastic, so that's going to get primed and painted properly. So it's going to show. Even if I didn't paint it, it's different. So I don't know. And also the black is going to be much different. So I've got to mask up all the white and just spray the black on it to match all the other black that's going on. Otherwise it's going to look too different. And you can see here we've got these gaps. See there? I'm going to need to fill those up. You can see it there now. I'm going to need to fill those in with modeling filler. Overall, I'm liking it. It was really easy to put together. I just needed to use a hairdryer to melt the thin plastic bits in order to fit the thicker plastic on top. I had to run a hairdryer around it to weaken it, to soften it, and then you could wriggle the top plastic in. Other than that, pretty straightforward, really. It was really straightforward. But that's what we got. We have got a stage 1. I'll also show you what else I've done while I was away. Let's have a look while I was off camera. Let's have a look at the... now, hopefully this should work. Yes, it does! Look at that. That's the paint booth. I actually got this camera working. I haven't had this camera working for a while. But with this new computer, I actually managed to get it working. So what we've got here is now I've... put the tops on the engines here. They're going to need to be sprayed underneath, but that's fine. We could do that in a minute. We'll do that in a minute, yeah. I've also got these cones and fins ready to receive paint. Now they go on the stage to sort of cover the rocket, sort of like that. That makes sense. Just sort of like that. But they sit up there like this, and there's 4 of them. And obviously, the way this works is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And then these kind of fit on there, like that, onto the stage, like that, onto the stage, like that. So that's that whole assembly. But that's all ready to receive paint. Just going to turn these over and try and grab the underside of the engines here. Just these parts. So we're going to do that. We might as well do that now, actually, while we've got it, while we're here. Let's do that. It's just going to remove these fins. We don't need those for now, and put these on the shelf. Well, I'm pretty pleased I've got that camera working again. So I did want to get that working because there's going to be a fair amount of painting in the paint booth. One stage. Right, so actually I'm going to get some gloves. I'm going to do this properly. I don't want to get paint on my hands. So we're just going to get some gloves here. So as you can see, I've been fairly busy, but it didn't really take that long. Oh, hang on, let's turn the mic back on, I suppose. Right. Right, I can see there's a problem on my stream now. The outline of the paint booth is not under where it should. Right, that's just a glitch. Right, yeah, that's just an asset of trying to fiddle with the camera. That's what that was. Right, so what we're going to do is we need to get in here and just sort of spray underneath here. There we go. Yeah, that's one. Oh, I've got some paint on me there. Sort of. Get a nice coat. There we go. That's 2. Right. Yeah, it's still working. Good. That camera's because before I got this new computer, the paint booth would freeze. The camera would freeze, and I'd have to make sure it wasn't frozen, and then I'd have to run back, turn it on, turn it off. It's an absolute pain in my ass. So I tried to sort it out, and then it just broke entirely. It just wouldn't show anything. Right, so that's that done. That's those painted. Good. Right. Put that back over here. So I know where it is. But now I've got now I have to put in the mask for the outline of the thing now because it's not quite right. If we go over to 4, it's got a nice outline around it, nice border, but I have to change that. Not a problem. Right, okay. Now the reason I wanted to make sure I didn't get paint on my hands and actually ended up getting paint on my hands is I don't want paint all over this really. Because we're going to try and mask this up later on and spray that. So right, what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the instructions today for now anyway. Put that to one side and let's bring you down here and let's fill in these gaps. Right, where's my main bench? Here we go. There we go, that's working. That's all good, isn't it? That's all good. Right, let's bring this down. Right, good. Right, so that's why I need to get the filler. So I put all this away. Give me a filler. There we go. Oh. It's in the box drawer, in the bottom drawer, hidden by a bloody box there. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to. Right. So that's the stage we're at today. Going to fill out these holes, sand them down, make them nice and smooth, and then mask up the white and prime. That is most certainly the plan for today. Right, so let's get out some of this masking tape. Like so. Put that on the side there. And, ow, I just punched a shelf. I was trying to get my hand over the top of the boom arm for the camera, and as I did, I punched the shelf above it. Okay, that's not good. Well, that hurt. It's not bleeding though, that's good, it's just red. What a good start to the day. Alright. Let's get some of this thing. There we go. So you just see at the top right there, I'm just mixing up some putty, basically it's model filler. There goes my Discord. Someone's trying to say hello. So if I just move this down a bit, you can see what's going on. Yeah, let's move this over here. We've got these holes where it doesn't quite mix, but they're supposed to be flush, but they don't quite fit together. So we're just going to go around here and fill them in a little bit. Then we're going to sand them off. Don't want to get too much of it on the That's not. Then we got to scrape this off. That's right, that'll come off with a good sand. So we've got sanding sticks and everything, that's good. Still not quite good enough. There's a pretty big hole to fill in with this stuff, honestly. But we'll be alright. We'll get there. Like that. So I haven't done a stream for a while, so since Sunday, and I've been a bit slack in the week before that as well, so just waiting for everyone to sort of get the notification that I'm on. Because when I was doing it every day, I mean, it takes it out of you to just want to be on camera all day. Well, sort of do a camera every day, be on camera every day. So it takes a little bit out of you. But what it also means is my regular viewers don't sort of check in on me to see if I'm streaming. They're like, oh, Kari's usually streaming at this time. I'll go check on him. Because I haven't been doing so for the last couple of weeks. I haven't bothered to check, so just got to wait for them to get the notifications and stuff. But I'm here, I'm waiting for everybody. Okay. Filling in this. Oops. It's a bit too much there, maybe, I think. There you go. Stuff is kind of, gets a bit gloopy. So we've just got to wait for that to dry off, because there's 2 layers on there now. So kind of want to wait for that to dry off before sticking anything else in there. And then we'll put another one in there. So we're going to wait for that one to dry. So in the meantime, we're going to work on this side. Like so. But you can see what's going on. Good, good, good. Just checking. Just going to scrape a bit of that out of the bottom there. Right. Use your fingers to dab it in. Again, going to wait for that one to dry till that solidifies, because I don't want to put too much on it, otherwise it won't dry, you know. It take too long to dry, and also it will get a bit hard to work with. So we're going to just wait for that to do its business. There's not much else I can do until that's done. Shouldn't take too long to dry though. Shouldn't take too long. As we saw from when we were doing the engines, it dries fairly hard, fairly quick. But yeah, it needs to be filled in. So, meantime, I can zip up this a bit. Take off some of this masking tape. Try and mask up some of this white. I don't want to press it down too hard. That's hard enough, I think. Do 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 do. Now you may be saying, why are you masking up white in order to paint white? It's a good question, and I'll answer that when I know an answer. No, it's fairly straightforward. White plastic doesn't take paint as well as white paint does. It doesn't look as good if it looks very plasticky. So if I want to paint over the top of some of this white, I have to prime it first. Now the problem is with with any paint really, is it has a thickness. It's very, very thin, but it has a thickness. So if I was to immediately just prime up the black areas and then paint the black on top, you would see a thickness of paint between the white and the top of the black, and you would see it like a grey line. Which is one reason why I'm doing it like this, so that I can prime everything, apart from these, obviously, because I don't want to have to redo these. And then the black paint will take to the white paint quite easily, quite straightforward. But also, white paint looks better than white plastic. I just don't like the look of plastic. It looks very, well, plasticky. Now, in order to try and get rid of some of that plastic look, I could like weather it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some wash on there, a little bit of wash, just to sort of pick out some of the details, but it won't stick as well to just plastic. I might need to change the blade in my scalpel. There we go. So what I really want to do is, first of all, try and get a nice uniform color, because the black down the bottom here, down here, is going to be a different black than what I paint on there. That's just the way it's going to be because of the way it's painted, so I have to re-prime that. Let's try and get universal color. I won't be able to get universal color with the white so much because of I don't want to have to go back through and repaint all this, because that's going to be a pain. And you say, well, why don't you just mask up the flag? Again, there's going to be the thickness issue. You'll see the thickness between the paint. So I thought, well, I'll just mask up the whole lot and see how that turns out. That's basically it. And then I want to be able to like kind of weather it a little bit. So I'm going to have to put on it's going to need to be on a paint base or prime base or some kind of base other than just raw plastic in which to weather these things. That's basically it. Just don't like building a model of plain plastic. Never have, even when I was a kid and I used to make these model kits of airplanes and stuff, I used to long for the day where I had an airbrush, I had all the paints I needed and I could paint them. Because I just used to make like red arrows and they were just made of red plastic and they looked like crap. But I still used to have them all hung up on my bedroom ceiling. The funny thing was about that, every kid does that though, don't you? You get some fishing line or some very thin twine, stick it to your plane, and then pin it to the bedroom ceiling. Every kid does that makes model aeroplanes. It's a must. Either that or blow them up with firecrackers. The problem is with my bedroom, it was in the attic. It had a loft conversion for a bedroom. And the roof was sloped. And it was already fairly low. So you'd walk through. My mum used to hate it because she just go up there and change my bed and all that lot when I was young. And the roof, and you could only, if you're an adult at a certain height, you could only walk down one side of the bedroom because of the height of the ceiling. It would come down to the floor almost. And so then I had made an extra obstacle of hanging these aeroplanes in. So whenever anyone went up into my bedroom, they would just smack their head on these model aeroplanes that were floating around. But because it was my bedroom, I knew where everything was. And I tell you, for a good 10 years, I walked with a hunch. I was walking around my bedroom. I would have to walk with the back, like hunched over, so I didn't hit the ceiling. But that's my story. Oh look, it's a Nad. It's a Nad. Hello, Nad. How you doing? We was looking for you yesterday. Well, I was anyway. I was looking at playing some Red Dead with you. But there was not a Nad to be seen. It's good to see you. There was not a Nad to be seen. The whole jungle was quiet. You were sick? No, I didn't stream Red Dead. I didn't stream Red Dead. I was just... It was later on in the evening. well, I wouldn't say later on in the evening, not too late, a bit early for you maybe. But I was just looking at trying to help you out. That's all. I was like, oh, I wonder if Nad's on. We could go and do some hunting or something. So I wasn't streaming. I don't stream Red Dead anymore unless, well, I've done the story already. You gonna play today? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't stream Red Dead anymore. I've streamed the story, and I only stream online if there's a bunch of us, and we're all gonna play. So if there's a bunch of us, 2 or 3 of us, then we'll play. Then I might just decide to do an impromptu stream. But usually I don't stream Red Dead anymore. You've been very sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's no bueno. No, well, I'm glad you could join me today. I was really getting lonely here on my Todd. It's just me and the stream elements. Gonna play in an hour, and it's cool. It's something I got to do. I usually get up early, but something you've got to do is be sick. Yeah, well, I know it's not good. But anyway, you're here now. Oh, wait. No, it's around the other way. Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't worry. Say no more. Say no more. Oh, sorry. Well, still. Doesn't make it any easier, does it? Oh, you have a hernia. Oh, ow. Oh, I thought you were having lady troubles. That's not good. That is really not good. Ventral hernia and need it fixed. And yikes. That is not good. Sorry to hear that, Ned. Very sorry to hear that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I hope it feels better soon. So you caught me back again doing a bit more on my rocket ship. I've done a bit more since I was last on stream doing this. So it looks more pain in you. Oh, it's okay. It's just, oh, I'm sorry. Feel better soon. Yeah, this is the first stage, but I'm masking it up ready to receive paint. But I don't want to paint these white parts because it means I have to redo all these stupid, which I went on a spiel at the beginning, so I don't understand why they weren't just decals, but they've been pre-painted for some stupid reason. Which means I got to mask them all up. And prime it. Because I hate my models being just plastic. I have to paint them, even if it ends up being the same freaking color. Because plastic has got that kind of plastic sheen to it, and it looks awful. Admittedly, the paint will look more like this than it will like this. That's good. So at least there should be some continuity. But I know the black paint will look completely different to what's been painted already. So yeah, it needs kind of a texture. Also, paint dulls it down, doesn't look so plasticky, and also paint will allow me to like put weathering on it as well. So there's that. That'll be good. Like maybe weather these up a little bit. A bit of dry brushing, not too much obviously, because it's not a used rocket. It's a brand spanker. Of course, this was back before the days of reusable rocketry. All this lot was dumped in the sea. And then basically turned into scrap. Hey, Duana. It looks like a roll of American toilet tissue. Have you ever wanted to wipe your ass with the flag? Well, now you can with American toilet tissue. Very American, yeah. Well, they needed to write USA on it so that the aliens, if ever they found them, needed to know which country to attack. You know. I don't give a shit. Oh, crap. Now I've just gone and let's roll this along here. My Discord is going bloopity bloopity bloop. Next door. I think I have some friends trying to get hold of me for some random reason. There's Creamy. I knew she would be in here eventually. So what we're saying, use Ass America paper. I want to feel like a true patriot. Yeah. Yeah, an American toilet roll. That's basically essentially what it is. Hey, Gaia. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing? Yeah, I've done a bit of model bench streaming, and but I streamed on Sunday, but I've been a bit kind of busy. Yesterday was kind of hectic and stressful. I was gonna do a game stream yesterday, but with the things that happened yesterday, I just kind of decided not to. Things have been a bit stressy in my neck of the woods. But today is another day. There's a fresh day and a fresh stream. So here we are. Oh, nearly sliced my thumb with that. Jesus Christ. If Carrie is talking, I can't hear him. Really? You can't hear me? Makes sense. Same here. Is it nice to hang around those? Right, people can't hear me, right? I mean, Creamy can't hear me. Okay, it's just Creamy then. Because I checked, I've got the input, the volume's working. I've just checked it. You can see it as I speak. The green line goes up and down. Oh, you got it, did you, Creamy? Why does that not surprise me? Yeah, maybe she had me muted on accident. Yes, she usually does a lot of things like that. What's this? Oh, a dumbass attack. Okay. That got flagged for bullying. You were bullying me, Creamy. Using the word dumbass. I feel bullied. Alright. Got things to do. So I listen and watch. Done chatting for now. Okay, Gaia. Yep, yeah, just hang out. Just hang out there and chat if you got stuff to do. But it's good to see you in the chat there. I'm just expecting some random viewer to come in at some point, see that I put NASA and all that lot in the tags, and come and go, oh, you do realise that the moon landings were faked, right? Any minute now. So I hope everyone's day is going well. I got my food delivery today. I've got bananas and pig. So that's all good. Got my food. Right. That's that one done. Right, so we're going to try and would that been a, that's not quite dry yet, but we're going to go for that again. We're going to fill in some more of these holes. There we go. So how you doing, Creamy? So I seem to find this little program on Nexus Mods that allows you to get a private lobby on your own in Red Dead. Now, I remember seeing this before, but I was a bit dubious about it because of the fact... Oh, crap. Whether it would be considered a mod or an external program. Yeah. So I was messing around with it today, and you could turn it on and off. So you could go, like, you can go solo or you can go back into the public. What it does is it creates its own startup file for Red Dead. And basically you give it a code, and that code is included in the startup folder, in the startup file. Now, when I first loaded it, Red Dead said, oh, you're using modified files. If you're using mods, you could get banned. And that's what I was always worried about it, because they could pick up whether you're using mods or whatnot. But I turned it off, restarted, turned it on again, restarted, turn it off, restarted, and it never said the message again. And I found out what happens is it creates a file, it creates a little like data file that it puts into the Red Dead folder. And if you want to, when you go into a private lobby, it puts the folder there, the little file there with the startup information. But when you turn it off and go back into private, it takes it out, it deletes it. But, so I thought, oh, so next time I go back into a solo lobby, I'll get up the message again that I'm using mods. Nope, I didn't. So it seems as though it only notices it when you do it once. And I was looking on the forums, and there were like 200 and some odd replies to this post, this mod. It's actually I that found it for me. And not one of them, there's a couple of people asking, oh, do you get banned for using this mod because it notices that you're using a mod? And once someone laid a really nice, almost like a very nice description or an explanation. That the fact that they've been using it for over a year, well, basically since they started playing Red Dead at the time. So I had to go back quite a way to even find someone that even mentioned it. And his friends have been using it for over a year. They got the message, but they've never had any problems, and it's to do with using things and spawning assets from the game files essentially illegally. If you do that, then Rockstar notices. But using this little program, that all it does is it creates a little startup file and then deletes it when you're not using it. Seems to be okay. Right. I don't know how much of that you heard or even saw me doing what I was doing here. So it seems to be, yeah, it seems to be okay, and that you can just get in your own lobby. Because I know what happens is Rockstar have been taking down all the mods. Now, if you ended up putting in a mod menu into your program files, that's a whole different bunch of fucking program files. This is just like a, almost essentially like a, just a, it's about 15 lines of text. It's just a startup, just to tell Red Dead how to start up for your particular machine. So all it does is just creates this little folder. It says just start up and connect to anyone that's got this hash. And that's it. And if there's no one with that hash, it doesn't connect to anyone. So I tried that out today, and I didn't do too much. I found a couple of legendaries. So that's all spawned correctly. So it seemed pretty good. And it's on Nexus Mods. I'll send it over to you when I finish streaming here. I'll probably put it in the group Discord so other people could download it if they want to. But I only mentioned once that I was using normal files. And then it deleted it, put it back in, deleted it, put it back in, and it never said anything. Maybe that's just the one warning you get. Like Rockstar says, you only get one warning, and then you're on a list. It's not the first list I've been on. Anyway. Right. So now we're going to continue this. So sorry about that derailment. And I want to... And I've also... If I just concentrate while I'm doing this, I also started playing, just for test purposes, Grounded. Duana plays it a lot. She's been playing it a lot. And yeah, maybe they don't find, yeah, until you actually spawn in something from the asset service that the game's like, hang on a minute, this shouldn't have spawned in, and then gives a flag. But yeah, maybe that's how it works. But yeah, I tried playing Grounded yesterday, and that seems like a whole bunch of fun. Apart from the fucking spiders in it, but there is an arachnophobia setting, and you can get rid of them. Well, not get rid of them, but you can change them into little blobs so that they don't look so fucking freakish and scary. But the premise of that game is you have been, well, as far as I can understand it, you have been shrunk down super tiny. Yeah, you can turn them off. So there's a slider for arachnophobics, or whatever you want to call us. And you can turn down just how much these things look like spiders, to the point where in the end all they are is two grey blobs with eyes, like googly eyes. And that's fine, because that is basically their hitbox. Yeah, you could turn them to blobs. It's just like there's just these two round cylindrical, like blobs with two little googly eyes, and that's it. And there's no legs. They don't look like anything. But they have to have the blobs there because you need to know where to hit them because obviously it's based on hitboxes. So can't get rid of them entirely. But yeah, they do look like silly little floating blobs with googly eyes. I like that. But I didn't use that yesterday. I thought I'd give it a shit go and have a look. I did see a couple of them and I ran like fuck. And you need to somehow anticipate their attack patterns. Yeah, so I haven't got to that, so I can't necessarily say how that's going to work. Maybe they... I don't know. But the premise of the game is that you're one of these 4 kids, and you've been shrunk down, a bit like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And you are... Oh shit, why am I doing it that way? I don't want to master black, I want to master white. You pleboid. You moron. You really got to know the game. Yeah, it's pretty good. Basically been shrunk down like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That movie. If any of you remember that Steve Morales movie. Fucking brilliant. And you've got to survive as a tiny person, tiny person. In this kind of tiny environment of a garden. Unfortunately, yeah, that's going to have to be redone. Unfortunately for Creamy, it's third person. But I had fun with it. It looks really good. I thought that might be another game to stream. Oh, there we go. Now I'm concentrating and thinking. I'm masking the right thing. The new, like the Shrunk Peeps in Solar Opposite. Oh, I haven't actually seen that. I do remember watching a show called The Borrowers when I was younger. I loved that show. And it's about these tiny people. And they would, it's like whenever, basically the premise is, if ever anything goes, is Rick and Morty, oh is it? Oh, okay. Rick and Morty funny, okay. But yeah, the Borrowers were about these tiny little people that were basically the premise is, if ever you've lost something small, like a shirt button pops off and you're like, where's that gone? And you can't find it, and you just think, oh, that's just gone forever, I'm never going to find that. The Borrowers have taken it. And they're using it as like a table or something in their little house under the floorboards. And it was really good. I used to like that show. It's very early, like kind of green screen or blue screen kind of work. You could tell. But that was on every Saturday. I don't know the voice actor who does Rick from Rick and Morty. I have no idea, Nad. I have no idea. Should really put a new blade in my scalpel here. So it'll be fine for now. Only got what, 2 more of these to do, and then we got to sand these off, and then it's ready to the paint shop. You go. The actor who plays Rick voices someone, so. Oh no, that yes, that's yeah, I got that, but I just didn't know who it was that actually voiced Rick. That I guess I moved the question. I moved it further. Rick always makes me laugh. How he just like his voice pattern is just belches like in the middle of a not just a sentence but a word, and then just carries on as if nothing happened. It's like saying abso-fucking-lutely, but he goes abso-lutely, and it's just like, how could what? I just find that funny. Oh yeah, I'm sure you could do that. I mean, you could probably do that, but it's the fact that he does it continuously without, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody notices or really cares. They all just know that he's just drunk, and that's just the way Rick talks. But if you were to do that, he drinks. Yeah, if you were to do that, like when we were talking, we'd be like, "God damn, Natty," we would, or at least frown or like make some kind of acknowledgement that you've just done that. But he does it so often and all the time that nobody even reacts to it. Nobody even cares, and yet he does it so well. So every 5 minutes, he's like, "Burp," and he spends his whole life drunk. Yeah, but just imagine that if everyone had just if you had done that so many times that people are just like, oh, that's just the way Naddy talks. Like nobody would even bat an eyelid. Like we've known you for years, and every time that's just what you do. But the fact that you do it once, yeah. Oh, did you shit as well? Oh dear, I didn't know that. Wait, you did? Oh, I was only joking. God, sorry. I thought you were like, I burp real loud and shit. I was like, no, burp real loud and shit. Jeez, I have the best friends, don't I? Yeah, you did burp real loud on voice. It was quite funny. But that's what I like about Rick. He just burps in the middle of a word, in the middle of a sentence, and it doesn't even register with people. Creamy was like, ew. Well, because of course Creamy never burps. Creamy never does things like that. And here it is, a grounded update. Woo! Oh, hey, Amu. It's an hour. It's an hour. Hiya, Ammer. Hiya, Ammer. So Grounded has got his update. It's got general release then, has it? Been generally released now? Good, good, good. That game was quite fun. Again, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but it was fun. Just running away from spiders. So how you doing, Amu? We have an Amu. Yups, 1.0. Yay! Don't very often play games that are like 1.0. Not anymore. Like, I reckon by tomorrow, that'll be 1.010. There will be a tiny little update they've had to do. Ah, well, it's good to see you, Amu. Happy, happy moo, moo, happy, happy moo. Right, so we're going to try and... Can these be sanded down yet? No, I'm going to give them a minute more. Ah, right, so we're not going to need these anymore. Well, maybe, but not maybe tomorrow. But it won't be long until you like log on, and it'll be like, no. But it'll be like there will be a patch like almost straight away. So I bought Red Dead, that came out on PC. That was like 1.1, then it was like 1.9, then it was like 2.0, 3.7, like within a week. Always have to have the first day patch. Right, so Awu is okay. Oh, good to hear. Well, here is my. See, you should wait a year. Yeah, I should wait. It's been out more than a year though. Here is my, as Joanna calls it, toilet roll with an American flag on it. Now, it's that long, so I don't know how wide the American arse cheeks are, but that's a very wide toilet roll. But no, it's the first stage of my Saturn V. And we are trying to fill in some of these gaps here so that we can spray it. Slam it into an asteroid. No, it's supposed to take Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and Michael Collins to the moon. It was never intended to be slammed into an asteroid, unlike the one that literally just did get slammed into an asteroid. The whole point of that was to see if they could deflect an asteroid by slamming a rocket ship into it. Now, what I thought was funny... Oh, it worked. Yeah, it worked. But what I think is funny, they're like, right, let's see if we can divert this asteroid. You know, this random asteroid that's not doing any harm. It's just out there singing its own song, not doing anything. Let's see if we can actually divert this. And it's like they go up there, they send it up there, and it's like, pew! But yep, the orbit has changed. We have diverted this asteroid. Excellent, well done, chaps. And then Bob in the back seat puts his hand out and goes, guys, we've diverted it onto a collision course with Earth. Well, that's a success, I suppose. Because you don't know what's going to happen out there. The Asti is now on roids. Oh. Duana, I swear. You come up with the funniest puns. Through a satellite, we found we can defend ourselves. Defend ourselves against small asteroids. You are punished. Well, that's all right then. So when the belters start throwing asteroids at us, we can belt a loader. We can defend ourselves. Creamy knows what I'm referring to. I'll have to wait for that to dry a bit more. Yeah, it's an Expanse reference there. Yeah, see? Talking about space today. I'll tell you what would be awesome. Is getting like a kit of the Rocinante. Like a model kit for of the Rocinante. That would be badass. Go for my sci-fi collection. Yeah, it's an awesome show. You've got a bit of crush. You got a bit of a crush on what's his name, haven't you, Creamy? Creamy's got a crush. Creamy's got a crush. Oh God, not this song. This song could go fucking die in hell. Amos, that's his name. Amos. Creamy likes a bit of Amos. I like the other guy. I thought he was so cool and then he died. I was like, what? Why you kill him off for? He was brilliant. Yeah, gonna have to wait for that to dry a bit more, but that's good. Ah, Anison. No, no, Amos. A-M-O-S. Amos. Believe that's how you spell his name. Amos, not anus. I said Amos. Oh, you got an itchy foot. Ah, damn, itchy foot. So you can get it in Lego as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, poor Alex. I liked Alex. Alex was fucking badass. And you just see him floating like in the ship, just like dead. Just like, what the fuck happened? What, of Lego of the Rocinante? Cool. The Lego Rocinante. That's pretty badass. I'm gonna have to leave those to dry for a little bit longer because they're quite deep. Those holes are quite deep. No, a regular model. Oh, right, one that's already been made. All right, okay. So let's go here and let's talk to Amu because Amu's around. Hey Amu, how you doing, Amu? Right, so this is what we got so far. This is the big old toilet roll, as Joanna calls it. The engines go on the bottom here, and the second stage goes on top here. Well, it wouldn't go the other way around, would it? Does this model mean you're now a member of Team Rocket? I don't know. I guess Team Rockets are the bad guys in Pokemon. I don't know, but no. Yes, actually. So here is my rocket so far, and these are the gaps on the side that I had to sort of fill in. The whole thing has been masked up, ready to be painted. So still got to work on those gaps, sand them off a bit more, make them a bit smoother. But yeah, stage one almost complete. I'm pretty loving it. I'm pretty loving it, loving it, loving it. So hopefully we're gonna get some of this done. How long have I been going for? An hour. All right. Creamy like scruffy beard, Carrie. uh, well, it's just I haven't had a shave today. I haven't had a shave today. I don't like getting it too long, and this is about as far as it will go because it's still smooth, still soft to the touch. Looks so masculine. It gets too long and then it looks scraggly, and then I have to shave it off. But I'll shave it off tomorrow when I go out. I don't really like it. I don't like it. It puts years on me. Apart from the grey bit of sort of grey Tintin tuft at the top there. I look like a very old Tintin. Scruffy better than scraggly. Yeah, I don't like it when it gets scraggly. It looks a bit awful then. But yeah, I'm like a very old version of Tintin. I've got the round head like Tintin has, and I've got that little grey tuft on the top. So I look like I'm Tintin, like in 40 years' time. Yeah, Tintin's got a bit downbeat and he started smoking. He's been divorced 3 times. That's what Tintin would look like if that had happened to him. He's a bit of a drinker. He's got liver spots. Well, anyway, that's where we're going with that. And I'm just waiting for the bits to dry so I can sand them down a bit more. And then we're going to go over to the spray paint. Went to the weed sorter today. You went to the weed sorter? Weed store. Okay. Gonna sort out your weed. That's green weed. That's green weed. That's green weed. Did you get some good stuff? Got some good stuff. Oh, that's much better. Oh, look at that. Oh, you look beautiful. Kind of scruffy looking. Scruffy looking, eh? Scruffy looking nerve hurter. Who you calling scruffy looking? Right, so I'm just taking my time here and just filing down this filler, which is still not dry, but I kind of want to get it into the right. Oh god, see now what I've done. Dug a big hole out of it. I'm gonna have to leave that to dry. Don't rush these things. It's much better than it was. And just sort of try and pick it out of the grooves here. When the words start getting weird, like rainbow sherbet and tiger's blood, I imagine Creamy's talking about weed. Tiger blood. I got one speed, go! Is there, let me ask you, is there a drug called Charlie Sheen? Hey, Dusty Yeet Gang, how you doing? Good to see ya. Many, many waves from Dusty Yeet. Good to see ya. Right now I'm just trying to smooth off these gaps and wait for them to dry fully before I go ahead and prime the whole thing. They're not quite fully dry, but I think in about a few minutes they should be fine. I just want to make sure it's not bent. No, it's not bent, otherwise you put the rocket on and it will just arc. The most powerful vehicle ever designed and built by man, built by the cheapest contractor. No, you haven't seen one called Charlie Sheen, alright, okay. Because that's what he says, isn't it? He goes, yeah, I'm on drugs. I'm on a drug called Charlie Sheen. I guess you couldn't. I heard of Australian origin called dog shit. Yeah, no, that's basically because we used to call all our drug dog shit because it was basically dog shit. You got any dog shit? Yeah, I got some dog shit for you. That was resin. And a lot of times that's all you could get is resin. You don't get any bud. So it got the nickname dog shit because it's like a... Well, it looked like dog shit. God, I remember those days. Right, I think we're good. Right, I think we're good there. Right. Right. We're going to head over to paint booth. There we go. There's me paint booth, ladies and gentle peeps. And it is working. The camera is working this time. Look at this. Creamy, look. See? Paint booth is... Oh. Oh, can't get it on my spinny thing. So we'll have to do it this way. Well, let's take these out because these are going to get painted up later. And you start flickering at me. Oh, you should watch Cheech and Chong as a pothead. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, to say the least. Right, where are my gloves? Right, let's get my glove on. Right, is this still working? Yeah, it's still working. Good God. Right, googly moogly. Right. Here we go. Spray away. Right. Right, we'll give that a minute or two to dry, because primer doesn't take that long to dry. Looks like I'm going to have to go and buy myself another surface primer. Because we're running out of surface primer. Alright, so how are we doing? Oh, there's some... Yeah, that's the only problem with this. These ridges... Yeah, it'll dry. It'll dry. Are we seeing them this way? Yeah, look at that. Some in there too. Right, I'll give that some time to dry and then we'll check it out. Spray away. Spray away. All right. What should we do now? Well, I do have a plan. Should we do some more spraying? Shall we do some more spraying, ladies and gentle peeps? I'm now still stoned now. Right, why not? Okay, why not more spray? All right, okay. So a cigarette. Creepy's like, yes? Because you huff it, yeah. Yeah, that little tuft on there. Right, so what I think we should do now is, just to get all this sort of shit going, is we ought to spray these black. I think so. So, I might even have... here we are. Where's workshop cam? Here we go. Let's have a look. I think I have in my paint drawer of many paints. Oh no, I don't. Do I not? My paint drawer of many paints doesn't have a black paint. What's this? Oh, it's varnish. No. I have... What's that? Gloss aluminium. That's definitely what I'll be needing later on, I reckon. I don't have a black. Is there not one in... No, I do not have a spray can black. Oh well, we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way, ladies and gentle peeps. Old-fashioned way. Let's get this out. Right. Let's tidy up. Okay. Need that. Oh, wrong drawer. That drawer. Need that. Goes in that drawer. Goes in this drawer. Right. Don't need the glue, so I can put the glue away. Got to put these things away as you don't... Oh god, what's going on here? Ah. Right. Yeah, I know, you've got a good look at my bald spot there. Very funny, laugh it out. Laugh it up, fuzzball. Right. Old-timey model painting. Nope, we're just going to have to do it with the airbrush. Gonna do it with the airbrush. Oh lordy. I think I've got the vapors. So I'm just setting up here. I'm just putting down the paper. I mean, this gives you a good minute to have a look at the actual my model bench room, my model workshop. I got to get rid of that big fucking box there. That's where my computer came in. Cross his fingers that the airbrush works. I know. Not old-fashioned. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to change the needle. Thank you for reminding me. Whoever it was that reminded me that the airbrush sometimes doesn't work. Much appreciated. Gotta change the needle. Right. Just, I'm just setting up here so I can spray just in front of me. I'm getting it everywhere. And then we'll get the airbrush out. I listen to these songs so much on this stream. Right. Where is my main bench? 8. Right. 8. There we go. Back on the main bench. Right. Let's just move this around here like so. Here are my doodads that I will be doodadding. Oh, funny. I'm in a funny mood today. I'm in a funny, not so serious mood today. Oh, that needs a bit more spray. Let's just go. There you go. A bit around there too. And a bit on there too. God damn it. Right. Okay. Airbrush. I need to get out. Because we need to go 0.5 today. It's 0.2. That's what's already in there, I think. Yep. I need 0.5s. Move those bits of kit out of the way. I tell you, it's lucky I got room in here. I mean, when I was doing this on my bench in the computer room, I never had any room to put anything. It's absolute disaster. But well, that's all rubbish because that was caked in resin. Right, what's over here? That's, yeah, that's right. Come here, lamp. Right. Oh dear. Just a quick shift of the change and we're ready almost to get going. Come here, what's going on? This air hose is tangled up. I don't know if anyone is still interested in what airbrush I actually use, but I posted a link up on my webpage, on my blog there, so people can check that out if they were interested in knowing which one it was. Huh. Now I just want to check that that was a 0.2 that I took out. Yeah, I remember someone saying that they wanted to know what airbrush it was that I used, so I made sure to post a link up on my blog. Yep, they're 0.2s. Good. So that go in the right. That can go in the right hole. In there. That could go in. Yeah. Oh, should have put the needle, the thing in there too, but never mind. Right, now it shouldn't be too bad with a 0.5. There we go. Go. Right. Put these away. Come on, get in the bag. Okay. But you can now get rechargeable via USB air canisters. So before you go out and buy an air compressor, you might want to buy these rechargeable ones, because what happens is, instead of having this hose down here, you've got a canister that sort of like fits in your hand like this, and it just screws to the bottom of that, so you could still kind of hold the canister and the airbrush with it, and it's only about, what, that big, I guess, on the bottom of the airbrush, and it's got a USB connector. You just connect into a USB port and it just charges up. So if you were to get like 2 of those, you wouldn't run out. I think you could just plug one in, spray, plug one in and spray. I don't know how long they last. That is the other thing, of course. It's like with my Dremels. If I'm doing a lot of polishing, I have 2 so that I can have one on the charge and one being used. But if you do a lot, you will end up getting to the point where they both run out. So I don't know how long they last. But if you're just doing a model, you know, there might be something I might want to get and review. If I get the money, I'd start doing like review things. I might want to get one and just kind of review it. That would be pretty cool. Just try and use it for a model and just see how long it lasts, and you know how much power it's got, and you know that sort of thing. But I watched Jazza, the Australian artist. He's brilliant. He reviewed it. The only thing I will say is I'm not entirely sure if it was a very. He says it was an impartial review, but the problem is the person who released it in their paint box kit is a friend of his, so I highly doubt he's going to have bad things to say about it. But watching what he was doing with it, it definitely looked like something worth investing in. So, I mean, it's like anyone, a friend of yours produces a kit and then asks you to review it online. You're not going to turn around and go, well, this is shit. Are you? I love review. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I would, but just like, you know, I don't do YouTube, so I don't get that much money in. So otherwise, it's all coming out of my own pocket. But like I say, I might just buy one of those just as a matter of course, because it might be useful for, you know, instead of having to set up the entire, well, you know, fucking air compressor's always set up there anyway. But it might just be worth just grabbing that and just having a look at it to see how, you know, how good it is. It's like nice, look nice and mobile. So I might get it, check it out, then have a nod. It might be worth it. Right. Right, so that feels all right. Now, before we do anything, we have to check to see if there's any flow. What do you think? Am I going to get a heavy flow, a light flow, or no flow? No flow. Sorry, girls. Couldn't help myself. Just put a dribble of water in there. Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got a flow. I got a pretty damn good flow there. I must have cleaned it out properly last time. Man, this airbrush has lasted longer than the other ones, I have to say that. Okay, alright. Right, this doesn't give you any of those measurements, but okay. Oh, actually, this rocket ship is taller than the box. Sorry, I just noticed that. It just showed me on the transport box that the rocket ship goes in, but you have to take the top off because it won't fit in. Oh, right. Okay, so it's even bigger. All right, okay. It's even bigger than we was expecting it to be, ladies and gentle peeps. It's got to be even bigger. Right, I told you I'm in a funny mood today. Please forgive me. Right, let's get some airbrush black out here. What's this? 85. That's black, isn't it? That's not airbrush black, though. Nope. Come on, where are you, airbrush black? Model color. Air black. Here we go. Model air black. Perfect. All right. Another glove. I tell you what, I am feeling very lucky today because every time I pull out a glove out of this box of latex gloves, I always get a left-handed glove. It's amazing. I don't know how that happens. I must be feeling lucky today. Look, see, another left-handed glove. I don't know how it works. I've got to buy a lottery ticket. That's 3 in a row left-handed gloves I've pulled out. That's what she said. Yeah, look at that. Look. We have flow. Right, so what I want to do, I'm going to put that on my fingers like that. I'm going to use my 2 fingers like that. We're going to paint these black. Here's a trick. You're going to be painting metalwork. Always do like a metallic color. I mean, not necessarily like red metalwork or whatever, but if you're going to use a metallic color, always base coat with black. Since I learnt doing this, my metals have looked so much better. Now I will show you how. Hopefully, I'll show you how and why today. Oh, god damn! All right. Okay. Okay. Fine. You didn't want to stick on that. That's fine. No, that's fine. They should dry pretty quick. It's 1. 4 more to go. And preferably, Doesn't have to be a gloss black because the gloss will showing through on the metallics that you do. But I'd always do a black under metallics. And hopefully these will dry quick enough for me to show you why that's important. Oh, just a bit on the side there. So just... Ah! I blew it over. Come, stand up. My Apollo engines are falling over. Just going to spray the top. So you at work today, Moo? You at work all day? Oh, you've run out of ink. Run out of paint. Poor Moo at work all day. So sad. I'm going to play. I might play some Red Dead with Nads later on. Maybe some creamy. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm sure tomorrow we'll be playing with I. God, what's going on? Why am I running out of paint so quick? Oh, because I'm using a fucking... Yeah, I'm using a 0.5 nozzle. That's why. I bet I don't have any more of this airbrush black. Ah, come on. Just enough to be able to do this engine. Come on, please. That's all I need. Come on. You are at work all day today. Ah. Well, that sucks, Amir. I'm sorry about that. But you get to hang out with us on your lunch break. So that's good. Right, yep, now I'm pretty much out of paint there. Good. Great. So we now have 4 engines painted black. 5 engines painted black, not 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After the meetings... Okay. Well, that sounds good. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick BRB. I need a BRB. My coffee is cold. Yeah, my coffee is cold. Everything is drying and everything is wet. So we're going to leave that a minute. So I'm going to be right back. Let's give you my be right back. There you go. That is the model of the horse that I had done. And so enjoy that while I go BRB. Hang on. Alright, we're back. Oh, Amu was on last night playing with I and Nad. Oh, nice. See, that's what it's all about, playing with friends. Right, let's take a look at the paint booth. I'm glad Amu's back playing Red Dead. I enjoy playing with Amu. But I know what she's mean, you can get burnt out. Yeah, it's very easy to get burnt out on games. But I'm just giving this a little bit of a touch-up coat. Anything that's the... Oh, God. Where the paint is, like here. Just down here, there's some white. So I'm going to... Let's go through there. And here. Some more here. Because of all the ridges, that's the problem. There's a bit more. Yeah, those weren't sanded off nearly well enough. That's alright. Alright, now we're going to turn it upside down. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to spray the top. I can get the angle right. There we go. Now I could go back round it again. Just take a look at some of these bits that have got white in them. I can just get rid of. Yeah, running out of primer. Right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to order some more of that today. Right, next step, back to the airbrush. Needed a big break from it. Yeah, I know what you mean, Amu. It can get. I mean, we took a big break from it eventually, because I mean, there's still so much we could do and enjoy. I mean, and I do enjoy doing it, but like you say, we were playing it every day, like every day solidly for almost 2 years. That entire pandemic thing, we were playing. Me and Cream were playing it like all day, every day. It's what got us through the pandemic, wasn't it, Creamy? But then you realise you got as much money as the world. You want to be careful about that. If he's giving you random, if he gives you a whole bunch of legendaries, don't take them because they're glitched and you can get banned. But if he's giving you like a bunch of perfect skins, that's all right. Or if he's got a couple of perfect, if he's just glitching them in, you want to be careful. But yeah, me and Creamy played that entirely through the pandemic. And it got us through the pandemic, that game. But I understand what you're saying, Amu. After that, I was like, oh, I kind of burnt out. And Creamy was like, yeah, kind of, me too. But when someone else comes in that's got lots of enthusiasm for it, like, oh yeah, I like this game, I want to play this game. It's like, yeah, I'm up for it. I'm up for helping you out because I don't have to do anything now. I could just help. So what I'm doing here is I'm just running water through my airbrush now, just to clean out the black, just to give it a run through of black, to get the black to run through. Okay, that should be about it. Should be a... Right, that's good enough. Good enough for government work, which is essentially what the space rocket was. Yeah, can you imagine? It's a government, a bunch of government contractors putting together one of the largest missiles, most powerful missiles for the cheapest price, and then you're expected to sit right on the top of it and go to the moon. The balls on these guys, I swear to God. Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, and Neil Armstrong must have had balls of fucking steel. Right, what do you want? Silver? No. Exhaust manifold. Exhaust manifold? No. Gunmetal grey. No, come on. Gotta have like a... aluminium. Here we go. Aluminium. That's what I wanted. Because that apparently is the colour it's supposed to be. What colour is it supposed to be? It says... says E, which is silver metallic. Silver metallic. Did I get a silver metallic? Or did I just go, fuck it, I'll use aluminium? That's steel. I don't need steel. That's gold. Don't need gold. Did I get a silver? That's gold, gunmetal grey, exhaust manifold, gold. I mean, silver metallic. I don't see one in here. What's this? Yes, I see a silver. Alright, we'll do it silver. Yep, I see a silver. There we go. Vallejo metal colour, airbrush colours. We'll do it silver. Okie dokie. They are hunting the skins. Sorry, I'm just getting stuff to sell. Oh, right. No, you don't. I don't get me wrong. I don't expect people to just sit there and do nothing but watch me. I realise I'm second monitor content, as Josh Strife Hayes calls himself. Definitely second monitor content. I mean, let me guess. Let me guess what's going on here. We got Duana. She's got me on her second monitor as she plays Grounded. We've got Nads, got me on her second monitor while she plays Red Dead. We've got Creamy. I'm on Creamy's TV. And Amu is watching me on her phone while she has a sandwich. Try again. Oh, I am not on your TV. I'm on your second monitor. Yeah, that's about it. See, I know I know where I fit in the grand scheme of things, but at least I'm keeping you all company. I'm on a voice, and occasionally when you look up, I'm on the PC. Ooh. And occasionally when you look up, there I am, making a mistake of some description. Where's my gloves gone? Oh, there they are. Let's see if we can pull out another left-handed glove, shall we? Jeepers, I've done it again, look. Another left-handed glove. I reckon there's just a box full of left-handed gloves. Yeah, look at that, look. It says, look, L on this. There's a box of left-handed gloves. That's what it is. It says L, 8 to 9. So there's 8 to 9 left-handed gloves in there. All right, fair enough. Someone's going to be like, dude, they'll fit any hand. That L means large. Let's pour some of this in and see what we get. Right, here we go. Brilliant. Right, so now what I want to do is I want to turn that down. Turn it down. Up a bit more than that. There we go. So now what we can do is we'll take one of these black ones. Now we'll just check to see what actually has to be that color. Color B. What is color B? Color B is color blue. Grey matte. Okay, so basically I've got to paint like that. I can paint the rest with the brush. Good. So what we do. There you go. And now you can see why I paint it with black first. You get a way, but I need to just spin that out a bit. Get a much better looking metallic look with black underneath. Don't know if you could see that, but that looks awesome. So you just give it a light coat over the top of the black. And you get a real metallic looking. And then you can just reapply as you see fit. Now we've basically turned this into a very metallic looking engine. I don't know if you can see that. Since I found out that technique, I've just been, whenever I've got metallic parts, that's how I do it now. It just looks way better than just painting straight onto a prime. Yeah. So you can make it, probably you can recoat around the edges a little bit, make it look even more metallic, but you don't have to do too much. Yeah, that looks fucking sweet. Oh, there's a bit there that I've missed. But it gives it a much better sheen, metallic sheen. And it makes it look like metal rather than just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I always now paint black underneath my metallics with a base coat. And make sure I put them on nice and light. You don't want to put too much on, because then the effect is removed. Well, how soon will that be? Oh, I don't know. How are we going for? Yeah, for 2 hours. Well, I want to spray these, clean these up. There's not much I can do once these have been sprayed, so I might call it a day with this after I've done these. So, and then I need to tidy up. It's about an hour. Yeah, look at that. That looks like proper metalwork now. Let me just give her a bit of a extra shine around the outside, down the bottom here. There you go. Look at that. That's fucking awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right, I might want to just bring that out a bit. Oh, bye, Amu. See you later, Amu. Always good to have Amu. Right, let's do a couple more of these. There we go. Oh, that's two. Oh, time for a puff on the old syrup. Oh, they are looking great. Oh, I've had that to me before, Naz. I've had like 3 people come up and just dump stuff on the ground for me. Careful if they start dumping legendaries out, because like there's this one guy that was dumping like 3 or 4 legendary cougars, and that means he's been cheating, because one only spawns very rarely. So I think there's a bunch of Iguga cougars that he dropped out. And that means they've been modded into the game. Right, just one more to do. Yeah, I'm liking these engines. Now they're looking like they're made of some fucking heavy shit. Oh, look, there's a mosquito over there. Go away. Right, we just need to wind that out a bit more. Again, another one done. So we got this one and this one. Yep, pretty good. Good. Right, can I pour that back? Yes, I can. This is what I love about these Vallejos. You just pour them straight back into the tub like that. Done. Perfect. Right, that's that done. Right. Next time, I guess we can. I could keep going. But as I said before, I don't like to do more than 2 or 3 hours, because my brain starts to incorrectly focus on, struggle to concentrate, and that's when I make happy little accidents, and I don't like doing that. So we're just going to run some water through here just to try and clear out some of this paint, and then I'm going to clean it off camera when I'm done. Oh, go away, mosquito. So we're just running some water through here. Next time, we're going to look at masking up those engines and spraying the inside, because the inside needs to be sprayed red, and the bottom. So if we look here, inside there needs to be all red, and so does the lip. That needs to be red, and then towards the back of that engine needs to be painted black. So we're going to be looking at doing that next time. Also going to be looking at trying to spray the entire first stage white, that we can get it ready to receive black. I am going to need to order some more primer for the next stage. I'm always needing primer, so I might as well buy a big whole fucking box of that. Right, so how are we doing here? How is this working? Are we spraying? Yeah, spraying water. Okay, let's just leave that for now, and we'll finish up here. Let's take that off. I'm gonna have a cigarette and a coffee. We have a break. Right, where are we? Okay, right. So that's that. These are the engines now. Very metallic. Looking good. Looking good. And a drink. Oh, hot coffee. Love it. Love a bit of hot coffee. Okay. Okay, so we're going to. I'm going to let that lot dry. Maybe tomorrow. No, tomorrow I've got to do some more Horizon Zero Dawn. Tomorrow is Wednesday, isn't it? So I think some Horizon Zero Dawn is in due course. Because once I finish that, I've got to look for another game I'm going to play, and I am completely thinking that I might play Grounded. Give that a go. So we'll see what that's like. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to do some Horizon Zero Dawn. But today, that's enough for me. Those engines have been painted. That ship has been, the stage 1 has been masked up and primed. That's ready to go. And that's about it. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me, as always. I always do appreciate when you come and hang out with me on my model bench. Oh, look at that. I've got a real big red... Have I hit my nose or something? Ah, this is what happens when you put your face on the cam and it carry. What the hell? Anyway, thanks again, everybody, for stopping by and checking me out. And I will see you all next time. Cheers. Bye.